Now we're inside the cave. It's like one of the few areas you can take a picture of. So we've all gathered together. Say hi. Hi. All right, let's go. Today we are in Curaçao. We're going to the ABC Islands, of course, but we go ACB. Yesterday Aruba, today Curaçao, and we got a lot planned. We're going to go to the oldest synagogue in all of the Caribbean, and from what they tell me, not only is it the oldest one, it's the coolest one because the floor is made of sand, right? There's not like a regular floor. Also, we're gonna go inside the synagogue, which they don't let tourists do very often, but they're letting us in because we're special, I guess. Then after that, we're going to the Distillery where we're gonna have some spirits, and we're gonna end the day doing a sunset cruise around the island on a catamaran. So it's an exciting day. Let's go.
You got it all inside of you. Feel it to be true. And when you dance.
Now, with the war going on in Israel right now, they're very strict on letting people in the synagogue, so we got to show ID and do some other things for security reasons. It's the Mikveh Israel Emmanuel Synagogue, dedicated in 1732. They're only letting us in 10 at a time. And you can tell, pretty cool, pretty old. And you can see the floor is sand. Now this is really amazing because, as you can see, it's all sand. I've never seen anything like this before. And this is really beautiful. Now, I don't know how these fans operate with all the sand in here. This is really stepping back in time, isn't it? This is what it was like coming here in the 1700s, no doubt about it. And the ceiling, I'm not sure if the video is going to capture it, but the ceiling is really high and just beautiful art holding up the chandeliers. Zoom in and you can see, look at that. Just amazing detail. So now men have to wear head covering, so you either wear a yarmulke or you can wear your hat if you have a hat. I have a hat on. As you walk in, they have photos here of some of the Israeli hostages that are being held in Gaza. What they told us is the reason that this is a sand floor is not because this was built before they had a floor. They just came here in the 1700s and did this. It actually is representative of the Jews having to walk through the desert. So this wasn't by necessity, it's by design. Now, back here, we're not allowed to walk back here, but there are escape doors and escape hallways, actually, underneath here that were put in there to escape from the Spanish. of all people. There's no filming or photographs allowed in the museum because it's filled with artifacts from over the years, from the very beginning of the synagogue. But it's really interesting. You get to learn not just about the history of this place, but the history of Jews throughout the Caribbean. And pretty amazing artifacts they have in there that go way, way, way back. But you have to come here to see it. I can't show you. We are at the distillery of the island. You can see they got the big liqueur bottle behind me. So there's drinks here, lots of alcohol, and we're here for only about half an hour, so I guess we gotta drink quick. This is a museum, just showing you the different processes over the years, but where everyone really wants to go is where the booze is. All right, I see a bar up ahead. Taste of the day, Curaçao triple sec. Tamarind and chocolate, which is chocolate, you can see. Okay, the orange one,
Orange, right?
triple sec.
Oh, I don't drink, but I'm gonna try it. I'll give you my.
Ooh, that's strong. That's some strong liquor in those little cups, but to me, it tastes kind of like different flavors of NyQuil. And it's pretty strong. I had 3 of those little cups, just a little bit in there, and the alcohol taste is so heavy that I might get a buzz just off of those 3 little samples. But a lot of people love it and swear by that stuff. It's not for me. I'm not exactly sure what I'm gonna get, but I like green and apple and lime, so I might try that Jolly Green. I'm not sure if that means sour or not. I'll find out. They have all kinds of drinks, and they're only $10 each, so that's a pretty good deal. Rob and I got the blue tie. It has rum and, I don't know, a bunch of other stuff in it. Although, is that blue or green? I don't know.
Antifreeze. Tastes good.
Pretty good.
Pina colada is good too.
Absolutely.
It's a real coconut. But
These can get you in a lot of trouble real quick. This is spectacular, right?
that's right.
You know what this kind of tastes like? What are those things where, when we were kids, they run the plastic frozen?
Oh yeah, the squeezy things.
Yeah, yeah.
Those sticks. Like,
Yeah, I forgot what they're called. It tastes kind of like that with,
Yeah.
with some rum. Now next, we're going to some caves. I don't know exactly what to expect there or what we're going to see. Find out in a minute. I am really impressed by the prices. These are very nice sized bottles. Get a little comparison, and it's just $30. And people are lined up to buy them. Well, that was a lot of fun. Now, it's not a distillery like you would have like with the Bacardi Rum Factory in San Juan, where you go through and you watch them making it. The distillery is kind of that museum area, which takes you to this place where they have those little free samples, which I most definitely caught a buzz just off the free samples. And then there's a bar, and the prices at the bar are, how could you beat that? So between the low prices at the bar and the sample, oh, our whole crew's pretty tanked. But I had a great time here. So now we are off to the caves, and surprisingly, I ran into some people here. They're not with our group, just coincidentally, who watch me on YouTube. So you never know where you are in the world. You'll run into people that watch you on YouTube. All right, so now we're off to these caves, which I had forgotten we were going to go to. This is the front of the distillery, which looks like something from Pirates of the Caribbean, I would say, wouldn't you? Here's the entrance to the cave area, and right behind me is the beautiful ocean. Now, Curaçao, I learned from our tour guide, is pronounced Curaçao, like sow like a cow, Curaçao. And the island is 37 miles long, so it's about 2.5 times the size of Aruba. It's a pretty nice sized island. And it's still a Dutch island. It's not an independent country, which surprised me a little bit. I did not know that. And on these islands, just like in Aruba yesterday, there's tons of cactus. Look at this. There's just cactus everywhere. So it's kind of like a desert kind of climate in the middle of the ocean, if that makes sense. Okay, they say there's 49 steps, and just going up this hill is pretty steep. Now, they told us there's no videos allowed or photographs inside the caves.
But there are 2 spots.
But but there are some areas they're gonna let us film. Oh my. These are pretty steep. All right, catch your breath. Incredible view, of course. Oh, man. These are the steepest stairs I've ever walked up in my life. Now we're in the part of the cave where you can take pictures. This last part, they call it the bat cave. It's filled with bats hanging from the ceiling. So I told everybody in the group, when you look up, make sure your mouth's closed because they give you little gifts, if you know what I mean. Now, this is pretty wild. You can check that out. It is hot as hell and very humid in here. I don't know if you can tell I'm sweating. So it is pretty hot. Now we gotta go out the same way we came in, I think. This is like a free sauna is really what it is. I just give you a view without me in the frame. And it goes down deep. Now we're inside the cave. It's like one of the few areas you can take a picture of. So we've all gathered together. Say hi. Hi. All right, let's go. Okay, so I found out the reason we can't take photographs or video in the other parts of the cave. It's not like they're trying to protect, people taking pictures and photos of filling the internet up. The bats can be disturbed by camera flashes and lights from cameras and things like this. So that's why they don't let you take pictures back there. I thought it was, they didn't want people filling up the internet with photos and videos, but that's not it. So we're gonna go to another area where you can also video. There's no bats down there, and there's no bats here because we have that light coming through the top. That's why there's no bats here. And these caves go really deep. They have these railings to stop us, but you can see some like ancient steps, and it goes way deep. I cannot imagine being down here without these fans. This is really, really tough. This is absolutely amazing. Where the flashlight is, it's a natural formation of the Virgin Mary. Look at that. Is that wild? Now we are on a motorboat, not a sailboat this time, and we're gonna go around the island in this pretty busy place. You can see right behind me, this speedboat's getting ready to take off. There's a lot of jet skis back there. It's a pretty happening place. Now we have an open bar, and they just opened the bar, and it is down below. And I'm afraid I'll lose my phone if I try to walk down these stairs, so I want to stay up here for now.
I know, it's pretty heavy.
But it's a great view.
You got it all inside of you. Feel it to be true. And when you dance, I'm in the group. You
Sunset Cruise, and we're here watching the sunset over this mountain. It's beautiful, isn't it? Yeah, it is.
You got it all inside of you. Feel it to be true. And when you dance,
That's our boat that we were just out on. Man, that's beautiful, isn't it? There's our ship. Man, did we have an exciting day, and I was very lucky. I was the last man back on the ship. And when you come back late, our group, we made it back late. When you do that, they have an officer from the ship come and look for you on the pier, and that's what happened with us. It's happened now 3 cruises in a row where they've had to come and get us. Now, gonna get ready, take a shower, and go to dinner. We are gonna have dinner at Cosmopolitan. We were gonna eat here last night, and then we changed our mind and went to the next restaurant. So I'm waiting for my daughter to get here, and it's the first meal I've had all day. Can you believe it? With everything I've done, so I'm starving. I just noticed this thing right outside the restaurant. I'm not sure why it's here, if it has any significance, but it looks cool regardless. It's all the foods included. You order all kinds of things that you would never order. This is called corn soup. Is that what it is? Corn soup? It's corn soup. And, you know, another cool thing about cruise ships is if I take one sip, I don't like it. So what? I'll just order another appetizer. And I don't know what that is on top, but that looks kind of like popcorn. Is that popcorn? Oh, okay.
Apparently got popcorn. Yeah.
Okay. I wasn't thinking popcorn, I thought corn. I was thinking like yellow corn. But I guess it's yellow corn soup with popcorn on this fancy sesame seeded thing. This is spinach turtle. This is gnocchi, and I thought that was kind of like an appetizer, but I guess it's not, right? I've always had it as an appetizer. Okay, and this is flank steak, and that looks really good. Flank steak, the ones I've seen usually look pretty tough and everything. That looks really good. This is pan-seared cod, and then I did something that I do a lot when I go on cruises. I ordered 2 entrees. So I've got the cod, and then I also have slow roasted turkey.
How was it?
And that looks really, really good. And I ordered 2 entrees in case I don't like the first one most of the time, but also you don't have to pay any extra. You can get as many entrees as you want, really. Now I did something completely crazy that I don't think I've ever done before. I ordered a 3rd entree, but you could order 20 entrees if you wanted. The cod I just had like 2 bites of. The turkey I ate about maybe half of that. So I've got the flank steak now. This is Austrian chocolate cake, whatever that is. I got creme brulee, which is always good. I got that last night too. And peanut butter ice cream. This restaurant is really, really nice. They have these beautiful chandeliers over the tables. And of course, this super cool wine cellar. Man, oh man, what a day. I don't think I have ever done so much in a single day on a cruise ship before. Had a great time, and you know what? I'm not even tired. I could stay up till tomorrow, but we got a big excursion in Bonaire in the morning, so I can't stay up all night. I love sleeping with the sounds of the ocean. Hear that? It's amazing, isn't it? All right, guys. If you're new to my channel, make sure you subscribe. And if you enjoyed the video, like the video. My name is Brian, and I'll talk to you next time.